Hey everybody, and thank you for tuning into Talk It Up
with your girl Starr B
and Ronju.
Yes, and we are here with a new episode this week, y'all.
Once again, y'all, we've been rolling, Starr.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I'm so proud of us because we've been doing this, y'all, and we've been getting a lot of feedback from you guys.
Yes.
And we just want to thank y'all for all our YouTube people that have watched and subscribed to our channel.
Yes, and all of our live viewers who come in and join us in our discussions on our lives on Instagram, Bigo, Facebook, all of that. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, you guys. And we just coming again with another episode. But today, I just want to talk about, first of all, have you seen Sierra, girl? She knows she's pregnant again, right?
I know, that came out of nowhere. Like,
yo, I know. I'm like, dang, isn't that picture look so flawless? Like,
I know. She carries it well.
Yes, she does.
She carries it well.
That's our third kid.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you married and happy, I guess.
Yeah, married and happy. Married and happy, y'all. That's so sad to see Aaron and Russell and that new baby, okay? Click. Alright, so we had a drink together, y'all. I'm sorry, we had a drink on that. But so today's topic, y'all,
today's topic is basically, y'all, marriage today in 2020.
Yes.
Has the concept of marriage in this new time, new decade, new era changed from before? How the concept of marriage used to be viewed back then, like maybe like our grandparents' age or even our parents, maybe.
Okay.
I think the concept had started to slowly integrate and change more so like maybe my generation. I think I'm still considered a millennial.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, a millennial.
Maybe it's on the age, but
So I think that's honestly when the concept changed. Like, what you think? So you brought up Sierra and stuff. What you think?
So to me, Sierra just got lucky, girl. I don't know. I just feel like what was that? We gonna ask Sierra one day when we meet her. When we get, get big and bogus. We gonna ask her, what was that prayer that she asked for her husband?
Yes. You look. What was that? She got to give me the tea on that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because it's sometimes you think it's like slim pickings out here. What you think? Have you been coming across like good marriage material men?
Heck no. And I mean, we gonna get into that though. We gonna get in there. We gonna start off about my concept of marriage in 2020.
Okay.
I personally think that marriage is kind of. I want to get married, so I can't say it's overrated. But I feel like people just getting married for anything now. Like, I really do. I feel like it's not no...
Like, what you mean?
Like, I think, people get married because they got babies together, because they got financial problems, like they got financial stabilities together, and they don't want to lose that, If I'm a boss man, we was boyfriend and girlfriend, and, we got some businesses, we put some business together, the best thing to do would be to stick together and get married. You know what I mean?
You think so? So,
what you
my talk on that is like, okay, so because people, girl, I've been married, second marriage, I married twice. Okay,
so our life.
Sometimes you gotta, what they say, fail to learn the lesson. So I still got some jewels I can drop, whether the marriage lasted or not.
Okay.
When you said the part like people get married for anything, like because they got children or whatever else. That's kind of still like the back in the day thought, because I think they got married if they had children together.
Exactly. You're absolutely right about that.
But today,
in society, what do you like? Do you feel like marriage is a requirement, like for you?
No, not anymore. I used to I think we're sold on that dream, like when we're young, like you gotta get married, you gotta have the house with the white picket fence and like 3 children, 2 to 3 children, and that's it, and you're perfect. You know what I mean? And you gotta be married for like 20 plus years,
right?
And then that's your badge of honor. You know what I mean? Like, but that's just not.
Okay, so I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna be a little different. Y'all gonna get into Ron's Jews life really quickly. I'm gonna give Starr B. I don't think we ever talked about this Starr prior to this. Us being friends for a long time. I don't think we ever talked about marriage. Have we ever talked about that?
well, we met in marriage counseling. So we talked about some type of marriage,
Right, but we definitely gonna get into that. For real, that's funny. That's funny how we met, y'all.
I know.
But no. So when I was younger, and this is me being honest, I'm being broad with you guys, everybody listening out here today. I didn't want to get married. I was like, yeah, I didn't. I was like, I want to be an independent woman. I want to get my bag. Ain't no man gonna stop me when you get married. You gotta compromise. You gotta not lose yourself, but you gotta be like, there. You gotta listen to what they saying. Y'all gotta understand each other. And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, I want to be, and my best friend will tell you, I wanted to be a woman with money, living in a condo, in a penthouse. That was my goals. But now I'm getting older, I got a daughter, and I want to get married one time. I want to stay married, but the reality of it is, you see everybody getting married, be married for like 2-3 years, and now they getting divorced. So I just want to I want to get married. I do want to have that white big wedding with a wonderful dress and.
See, that was the thing in my I didn't get the big wedding, so I still feel like I was duped in both of my marriages. Like, what the hell? Like, ugh. But it's crazy because how you thought back then, it's like switch.
For real.
That's how I think now, and you can keep the marriage thing. You take that, I'll take your old dreams because
oh my God,
single life is goals right now for me.
I mean, I want to be single too.
I like you say, I like being. I like having. I don't like feeling like somebody has control over me or I'm their property or they own me, for one. I want to feel like if I get married again, because right now it's not in my,
there she go, y'all,
it's not there for me right now. But if I try it one more time, lucky 3, like he gotta sweep me off my feet. He has to literally sweep me off my feet,
pick you up, and then
like I have to really feel like there's gonna be a benefit from marriage. That's what I lacked in my other marriages. Like, where was the real benefit of being married? Because I feel like it's so easy to get married, but it's so hard to get out of it.
Yeah.
And that's the part that I don't like. Like in Maryland, we have to sit and be separated for like a whole year before you can even file for divorce. I know I don't want this person. Why did I sit and wait a whole year? I don't want to do that. But
so I get it.
It's like and I can still go into business with somebody that I'm not married to. Like, you can still have some of the same benefits. You can still buy a house together. You can still have a bank account with both of y'all name on it together.
Okay.
You can still create a will and trust and leave everything to that man or woman. You don't have to be married to have these other benefits. And if it doesn't, I feel like if you don't have all that pressure on you, you last a little longer today. Back then, there are some that lasted a long time, but we don't know the struggles they went through, being in that 50-year, marriage or whatnot. I don't, so I think it can still work for some, but I don't think marriage is the end all be all.
Because you've been married twice, the reason why you had these views was because you just know, like, and when that guy do come around, be like, you meet him, he nice to you with his feet, and then he's like, I want to get married. Or would you be willing to take your views away from that and compromise again? For the last time?
For the last time, I would have to have an airtight prenup. Like, I would have to have.
There she goes.
I don't know. That's going to be a lie. He has to. I would be like, I would really challenge him on why he really wants that. Like, why is that really necessary? If I'm saying I'm going to be with you, I'm going to be monogamous to you, whatever else, why is it necessary that we have to get married? I can still have a ceremony for you. I can still do a ceremony, have a nice, beautiful dedication to you, everything. Because the marriage part, that I feel like you're getting, like, yes, a dedication. Like, I would dedicate myself to you, but I don't want to get the courts involved.
Hold up. We got to rewind this. Y'all. Y'all listen to this right now? What do you mean by dedicate me?
Like a wedding. Isn't that like a dedication? Like, I'm dedicating.
When I'm thinking about dedication, I'm thinking about, like, maybe you. I guess y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, she's right. I mean, I want to have a wedding. I don't know why.
Have one. A dedication.
I just want a wedding. I want a big wedding.
I want a big one too.
So yeah, we gonna do that, man. We gonna have a good wedding. Y'all gonna see if we gonna record our weddings and put it on.
Oh yes.
On live when we have this right now.
She'll get married.
I ain't even got no.
Don't worry about
ring,
that.
no. Yeah, it's a long story.
All right, so let's say there's a guy that you really really like. Okay. He's been married before, like me, and he doesn't want to get married anymore. Is that a deal breaker for you? That if he does not want to get married, yet everything else about him is wonderful, but he doesn't want to get married, but he will spend the rest of his life with you. Is that a deal breaker? Like, is that like, no, you would not accept that?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I think that's a deal breaker for me. I think it's a deal breaker for me.
Oh my God.
Because I feel like if we gonna be together, what is the difference? I mean, honestly, I guess
exactly.
That's the one thing about it to
so
me.
That's the same question.
Just give me that party. I want the party.
Okay, yeah, that's what I said. We can have the dedication.
But no, I really want to do. I do want to be able to call, have their last name, be able to, dedicate my life to them, make them happy every day, and they make me happy. And I do want to have that marriage with the big events.
You know what I would probably do?
What would you do?
You see Love and Hip Hop with Yandy?
Yeah.
And then DC right before he left, they had the big wedding, remember? But they're not officially married. She never put the paperwork in.
So, okay.
But everybody still says that's her husband, that's why.
Right, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like she had to still
Okay.
had the ceremony, but it's just not solidified through the courts. That's my whole issue. I don't like the courts being involved in my stuff.
Okay, I understand. So you already feel like that?
Yeah.
So,
but you would leave this perfect guy though?
I wouldn't leave him. Okay, let me not say that. I wouldn't leave him. I would just eventually try to. I don't know. I wouldn't say convey, but like kind of like persuade him and like why can't I have your last name? Why can't we just go on and do this? And it don't even have to be necessarily big wedding. It could be a courthouse and then we can have a big reception. It could be that.
You can legally change your name without having to get married. You can pitch it to the courts, and they will legally allow you to change your name, your last name, without having to. So you can fake it, y'all. You don't even have to do it with the courts. This is the new 2020 way. Go ahead and have the ceremony and all that other stuff, but don't put that paperwork in with the courts.
Okay, yeah.
It's like let me not. That's my idea. That's me. I get it. Other people do that, and I've already been there twice, so I understand at least experience it once. I get it. I just be trying to drop some jewels out there. That's what I'm saying. The concept of marriage, to me, has changed in 2020.
So do you believe that people marriages are lasting longer now or shorter?
Shorter. I think it's shorter.
Is there a reason why you think it's shorter? Or
I don't see those. Okay, I do have one girlfriend, and I'm like the amount of time they've been together is goals. They've been married I don't know, what is it, like 17 years now? My girl Rose, shout out to her, and Ernie. How many friends do you know that have been married a long time? Like we can just look. So
honestly, y'all, and this is my honest perspective, a lot of people I know that's been married are not happy.
Yes.
And I'm just going to get real from you,
yes.
They in situations where they just feel like they can't get out because the kids.
Exactly.
Number one, the kids.
And the money
situation.
Yeah.
They feel bad for the other person. The other person leave. Somebody's holding the fort more than the other one. They out there cheating, but they're not really saying nothing. So I don't know. Marriage can. And
that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to take it. I don't want to use what people experience into mine. But it's like you be scared. And I've been now married. Everybody is so trust is so much lost in 2020 to me. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't even trust people. You can't even talk to a guy for a week and already don't think that he messing with somebody else.
Exactly.
So I think it's more so. I think it's more so that honestly started makes me a little nervous about getting married. How do you think it's a limit, like a time limit on when you should get married? I think we at the age we had our mid-20s, early 30s, or whatever, and we at an age where we kind of already know what we want. Do you think it should be a time limit, for me, like for shout out to people that have not been married, like not Starr kind of know what's up, but what happens to the ones? Tell us help the women out like me and the women out viewers that they have not been married yet, and need advice on when to, if not, I'm not gonna say persuade your man about getting married, or of course he want to get that ring in there if he really want to do it.
Exactly. But I've never put time. I don't. Time and time again, I've seen it where when you put a time limit on a guy, that scares them more, Okay. But I think it should be something that you speak on from the beginning and let him know. If you really do have a goal on, and you really do in your mind have a time frame, let that be known from the beginning,
right.
And let him accept that or not in the beginning. If he doesn't accept that, or he's because they'll let you know, and if they think that's crazy, then you have to move on to the next.
Okay.
Don't get mad now when you accept it. That and 2 years in and now he's not trying to get married to you when he kind of already told you he wasn't going to do that anyway.
Okay. So my question, once again, adding to that, when you was dating your ex-husbands or, did y'all have that, was that the first conversation y'all had about getting married? Or was it something that kind of came gradually? And I'm what I'm asking y'all is only because this kind of ties into the last show about dating. So I just wanted to,
my first husband, I asked him to marry me, y'all. I asked him to marry me. I know it's so crazy. It's not, I ain't gonna say it's crazy, but it wasn't like I got on one knee and I gave him a ring or nothing like that. I was just
you never tell me that. I'm just learning some things about Starr B on this show, y'all. So yeah.
Yes, I asked him to marry me. I said, I want to get married and you should marry me. He said, okay, and then
wow,
it was like that. But then he did come to my job. He came and he did a proposal to me after the fact.
How was it?
I mean, subpar. He came to my job. I feel like I could have got something better with my friends and family around, not my coworkers. But he
tried though.
He tried. It was cute. And then my second one, oh my goodness, y'all, I don't even want to go into that.
It's another discussion going
That's a whole nother
discussion, but
yeah.
So I never, I've been kind of asked, but never really legitimately just asked. I kind of shut him down though. I was young, 21, so I wasn't ready to get married yet. I didn't even know what marriage is about at 21 years old. Like I said, so I grew up in a family where I felt like marriage was keeping my parents together, but it was only because they just didn't want to be alone. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm doing this because I want to be alone, and I want to be able to say,
exactly,
my husband is my husband. You know what I mean? Like I want to give that credibility to him.
Because that's what's always happened to me. I've always felt like I needed a man. I always jumped from one relationship to the next. So from that marriage to the next one, I never gave myself like that free time to me. I think that's why I'm enjoying being single so much right now, and my concept of marriage has just changed. But
I believe I'm gonna know when it's right. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell my viewers.
So my third one, I'm gonna know when it's right too.
I'm just gonna know. I've been in a relationship, and my past relationships or whatever, and that I've been in, I felt like they was the one, but in the back of my mind, I really kind of knew they was not the one, and I was forcing it. But the next relationship I decided to get in, and eventually, once I do get married, if I do ever get married, I know I want to feel like I know they're the one. Yeah, so I mean, marriage is a big key, and to me, if you don't get married once, you should try. I'm not saying, like I said, I want to get married and be married for 50 years or 30 years, I want to be there. But if marriage is not for me, if it doesn't happen for me.
Do you think if you have a child with somebody, you should just automatically have a baby with them, that makes them the husband or the?
No, I used to feel like that, but no. And I know so many women like that too in the situation because they feel like they married because they had a baby by the person. They not happy. They miserable. It's just different now. But hopefully y'all, we did, gave them some insight on how we feel about marriage in 2020. And we gonna go live and see what the fans think about this.
I know.
Cause I realize our fans be having a lot of things to say.
Yes.
They have
I hope
good
y'all been
things.
tuning in. Make sure y'all always tune in and listen to the lives. You know, it's coming in like the next 2 minutes, so make sure y'all keep watching the video.
Yes, and
Okay.
you know, we just gonna wrap it up.
And if y'all ever want to talk, remember, follow me on Instagram, A_Starr with 1R_forever.
And Ron_Judy09 on Instagram.
And follow our Talk It Up Instagram page, talk_it_up_topics. All right, y'all?
Yes. That's all I'm gonna say about the marriage. Marriage, y'all, honestly, me and Starr gonna stay together. Starr, marriage is key. You should get married at least once. And it's a good unity, so we're not even gonna talk bad about it. We're gonna say marriage is a good unity.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to have a good husband. It's good to have a good provider. It's good to have a good woman behind you, stepping behind you. Y'all building, y'all goes in it. At the end of the day, I won't be like Russell Sierra anyway. You feel me? So, yeah.
Russell Sierra 2.0, huh?
See, they like.
I don't know what they go with.
In a marriage,
behind closed doors.
I bet
don't want to
you-
be nothing like them. I want to be like me. I just want to be happy.
I bet you, but I think they really just happy though.
I think they are. But
It's like you know how you had an instance you think people being phony, but them I don't think that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
no.
want that Bill Cosby?
No.
You want that? What was the other shows? The Family Matters, Love.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm a hopeless romantic, you guys.
Sierra Russell. That's what she got. That's the 2020 love. All right, y'all. So make sure y'all tune in, and we're about to go live. Okay, so the concept of marriage. So Mike, we got Mike, one of our listeners on IG. He's always like a faithful listener. What you think, man? What you think? Like, do you think marriage is still the same? Like how it was back in the day? Do you still want that kind of marriage? Do you want marriage? Like,
the world is different.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me personally, I don't believe in marriage. I don't believe in that shit no more. Right? I think I did at once in my life, but I think it's a contract between, you know what I'm saying, the government. So at the end of the day, like, why I got a contract with y'all, you know what I'm saying, that I have a wife.
see,
It makes no sense. That shit don't make no sense. It's like some westernized society bullshit for whatever.
see
You know
that.
what I'm saying? So, and this coming from somebody like for real, I did it. I tried to do it.
You got married. You've been married
So
before.
Mike to marry me for you guys.
How many times have you been married?
Technically,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I really don't know how to answer.
You don't know how to answer that. Technically, I'm finding new stuff out about, like you finding out about me. Oh, technically twice. Okay. Hey, food porn.
The first time didn't count. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? So
Shaki.
I did it.
Join.
I did it the right way the second time. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And I'm still going to do, you know, a little bit more. I just navigate that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't believe
So was it your bad experience with your marriage that made you like change your
Right.
concept of marriage, or do you think your concept was how it was from the beginning, but you just conformed to what the woman wanted at that time? Like, was it always your goal to always want marriage?
Right.
Nah, I think marriage ain't for everybody. You know?
Okay.
It's just not for everybody. So,
Oh shit.
yeah, I think I come on though.
Sorry, guys. Oh, so everybody that's tuning in, right here, everybody that's tuning in, how do you guys feel about marriage in 2020? Do you feel like it's a deal breaker? Do you feel like that is a main requirement in your life is to get married, or just something? We have Mike on the line.
Yeah, leave your comments and everything on our lives. I'm not sure what happened to my live.
I have
on
my cousin
Facebook.
on here. Let me see if she's gonna jump in, cause she is married right now, and
I think my live on Facebook ended.
excuse us, y'all, for the technical difficulties we have in the
I
video.
know, I really think that Mercury is in retrograde and it's like messing things up. I thank you for your response, Mike. Again, you can follow him on IG. His name is Big Mike 2167. I keep messing up.
Jay, but I think it's to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like, you know, getting married is going to make you and your dude have a better relationship or whatever, then cool. You know what I'm saying? But I personally think it's some bullshit.
Yeah, I think I have Shaki on here on my Bigo. Are you on there? Shaki for life?
Okay.
I know.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I can hear you. I can't really see you, but I can hear you.
Okay, I'm trying to get. I didn't know this was something like a thing where I was actually on video. So.
Oh no! Nobody can see you. Only I can see you.
Yeah,
But nobody else can see you. They can only hear you. I mean, people on Bigo can see you, but none of my other viewers can see you. So it's all good. Give us. So did you hear the question? You want me to say it again?
I heard something about him saying that he was technically married almost 2 times.
Well, that was just his response. The original question was just. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just kind of hearing that part of it, and I was kind of coming in on that part, and in a way, I do understand where a lot of people feel like that, because I think he said something to the effect that it's like a contract with the government and all this other kind of stuff, and technically it is, because in a lot of ways, people are kind of feeling the way that they feel about marriage or the lack thereof and all those type of things, is because we have outside influences in our marriages. Like, for instance, if we are married and we procreate and the relationship doesn't necessarily work, then the outside forces can be weaponized to punish you in so many instances because the relationship doesn't work, which is totally unfair for all parties involved. Now, sometimes by and large, it's the female that's doing the weaponizing.
Really?
You understand what I mean? Because in our reality, when it comes to, especially when it comes to children, you understand what I mean? And I don't think a lot of our sisters, like, I don't know if this is a podcast for all people, and I don't.
Yeah, for all people, but you can speak on the black struggle too, or what we're going through. Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
I think a lot of sisters are weaponizing our court systems and our government agencies towards black men in particular when the relationship doesn't work, because they know the history we have with those systems.
Okay.
And like, case in point, there's so many of our black men that don't have relationships with their children, not because of how they treated their children or care about their children or the lack thereof. It's based on the relationship with the mom and how that didn't work.
So have you been married before?
Have I been married before?
Yes.
Yes, I have been married before.
And why did you get married? Like, was it just because love?
I got married out of trust. I don't think anyone should marry out of love, because in our reality, traditionally in our culture, we've never married for love. We've always married for security and trust.
Right. Exactly.
Can we?
Let me just read one thing. Elevated Serenity. Give me 1 second, Shaki. Elevated Serenity on my IG commented and said it seems like a lot of young people get married now out of lust or the idea of marriage. The idea that things should be one way, but they don't want to put it in work when the rainbow's gone. So, yeah, I get that.
And I like what he said about Shaki. I like what you said about being married for what? He said trust and what you say, trust and security. Yeah, so y'all go listening right now. If you're tuning into our live right now, this is our podcast, Talk It Up, with your girl Starr B and Ronju. And we are talking about marriage in 2020, y'all.
Yes.
What is the concept of marriage?
Has the concept changed? Is it still like how it was back in like our grandparents' age, 50s, 60s, even 70s? Has the concept of marriage changed? And what's your question, Mike?
Somebody call him.
Oh, yeah, somebody probably called him. Can you just make sure the camera didn't die or anything? Just check it every camera.
You know what I'm saying? 150%, but I got a question you want to know, right?
Yes.
What's your question? Yeah, you say you have a question for him. What's your question? Can you hear me? Well, let me.
Yeah, I agree with percent, but my question is, I don't like. I can do it. My point is,
Hold on, like you breaking up.
can you hear what I'm saying?
No, you're breaking up. Let me read what another commenter had to comment just for 1 second while your phone gets together. J. Michael's World just said, marriage is whatever the two people who are involved in make it. It continues to evolve over time, just like the individuals. And I agree with that as well.
I do agree with that too.
Like what me and Ronju was talking about it right before we went live, and my answer was that like I kind of agree like with what Mike said, that I've been married twice, okay, and I think they both. I know. And they both lasted like 3 years. I don't know if I got a 3-year curse or something, but it was so what I noticed that it was so easy to get married, but it's so much harder to get out of it. You know, if two people don't agree, and I don't like having the courts involved in my love. I feel like if I was to ever get married again, I would never get married again with the courts. But I would get married to the man and have a dedication ceremony, wedding, whatever. But I will not put paperwork in with the courts ever again. You know, and I don't feel like that should define my love for a person, or how much I'm dedicated to them, or me being monogamous, or whatever else, me being committed to them. Exactly. I don't want to have the law involved. Okay, it gets messy.
So my underscore love Randy B, which is my best friend. Shout out my best friend for 12 years. Well, longer than that. I'm sorry, longer than that. But she said, I think when we were younger, we thought marriage and relationships looked a lot easier than they actually were. And now we're in those relationships, we in a situation now, and we may not think is what we, you know, it's harder. Like, being in a relationship with somebody is really hard. And I think that's the thing that make people to make or break a marriage. You know, like you said, we marry for financial stability and what? Trust is
trust and security.
Trust and security.
Trust and security.
Security has nothing to do with finances.
Oh, you think it doesn't have anything to do? Security doesn't have anything to do with finances?
They're not defined as those. No, they are not.
What do you think? What's? Yeah, go ahead and speak on that.
Security are exactly what they are. It's a trust. A trust is a belief or a knowing that I have faith in you doing or upholding the agreements we set forth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a security is me enacting a protection of sorts of that trust.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we just happen to make money, or if we just happen to live a good lifestyle, or you make money and I make money, then that's a plus, of course. But nothing should be predicated on how much money I actually make. You understand what I mean? And I think that's where the disconnect between.
But to be honest, I'm not going to feel secure in my marriage or anything with a man if he's not bringing financially what he needs to bring to the table. That to me, I feel secure.
I do get that. I do get that at least.
What does that say?
But would you feel? How would you feel if a man could provide all the money that you would ever have, and you couldn't trust him, and you didn't feel secure around him?
Yeah, but I agree. That's what I do agree that you need trust and security. I just feel like a part of what makes me secure is that he has money.
Right.
Okay, well, okay, great. I mean, if that works for you, sure. But I just don't define it as that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, keep in mind that this dialogue that we're actually having is actually conditioning for all of us, because I can learn from you, you can learn from me. Your definitions of what love and all these other words that we're going to be using that are pertinent to our human condition may not be the same. They just may not be.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me personally, you know, I believe in absoluteness. I don't believe in I believe in absoluteness and knowledge. I don't have to have faith in anything if I'm absolute in it. You understand what I mean? Like, I know 2 + 2 is 4. I don't have to have faith that that's that.
Mm-hmm.
Shaki, so I'm gonna ask you this. I'm trying to cut you off. I'm gonna ask you this. Lovey Brand said that security for men is trust, and for women it's the financial stability.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think us women, that's our security is the I agree. It's the finances, like, and yeah, okay. So he's speaking from a man's point of view.
Your finances are not your security. You can have Pablo Escobar had $4 billion and wasn't secure.
Why wasn't he?
You understand what I mean? can have all the money in the world. If somebody really wants to get you, they can get you. You're not secure.
I'm secure for that moment while I got that money. Now when they get me, then I lose my security.
You can rest assured that you will be comfortable with money because money can provide a lot of things in your life that will make you comfortable. But what about the intangible? When it comes to togetherness, what about the knowing, the absoluteness of knowing that that person will protect and secure you? You understand? You can marry a guy right now with $90 million, and you and him can be at a park, and if 2 guys or 3 guys walk up, he can take off running. Are you secure because you have money?
So that's a different type of security, right?
Like that's
what they're saying.
I know. I mean, that goes in part with it.
Because he has money now?
No, I mean, he can have money and pay for like security to follow us if we did. I mean, I don't know, but
if that man cannot protect you, you are not secure.
that's true.
I mean, that's true.
That's true.
You have a lot of money.
That's true.
You guys have a lot of money, but you are not secure.
Okay.
And more importantly, if that man cannot secure you and protect you, how long is that marriage gonna last in trust and love and all these other great?
Okay, so let me.
If you don't feel safe around.
She said that's for Brand said that is protection. That's not like you just said.
Security between protection. I think you're commingling the two. But I get what you're saying. But there's another question. So let's say, do you have deal breakers when it comes to marriage, you all? So I know, me and Ronju, we've been talking, and I feel like there's I have a little. Thank you for the flowers.
Thank you
for
the gifts.
I'm at the stage of my life where if somebody say they want to marry me, that's kind of scary. I would rather, like Ronju said, it's a deal breaker for her. If a man doesn't want to marry her, he can be perfect and everything else, but if he doesn't want to get married, she will leave him.
Okay, so let me reiterate what I was talking about earlier.
He's wasting your time.
Exactly. If a man, I'm at the point in my life where I know what I want, and I eventually want to be dating with somebody that I eventually get married to. So if you're telling me in the beginning, hey, I don't really want to marry you, I already have marriage on my list, that's not. I mean, honestly, at that point, I'm going to break it off because there's no point of us even talking about it. I want my man. I'm looking for marriage eventually. I'm not saying tomorrow we can date. I meet a guy.
And that's what I told her. If she lays it out on the table right then and there, and he's telling you, huh?
May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
May I? I think what happens. What's your counterpart's name?
Ronju. Ronju.
Okay.
Mike, your reception is bad on IG. No?
Okay, well listen, I agree with you on that, and I think what happens by and large in that instance is that we have gotten so used to little boys. I think our women have gotten so used to being approached by boys.
Yes.
You understand what I mean?
Yes.
I wouldn't, if I approach you, let's say for instance, if I approach Starr, I'm not trying to be your boyfriend. I'm not a boy.
Right.
I'm not looking for a girlfriend.
Right.
You understand what I mean? So I'm not. So once you are a man, by definition, or however you create that for yourself, you should be living under certain confines of that definition of that word.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to get into any.
So are you saying that marriage automatically makes you a man? Because I know a lot of boys who are married.
No. Let me finish my thought, please. I'm not trying to get into an emotional trice of irresponsible terms like friends with benefits, or because one of those things that people can find themselves agreeing to are the main precursors of baby mama trauma, and why we have 3 babies by 4 baby daddies and all that other kind of stuff in our communities, because we are
baby daddies having 5 baby mothers.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? And the saddest part about it is that what is our truth? Our truth are straight in so many different arrays of rainbows that nothing is really you're feeling in the moment.
And I understand that.
You understand what I'm saying?
So that's why I said
it's irresponsibility. We're comfortable with being irresponsible when it comes to our love and
taking that next step, Shocky. And taking that next step, people, everybody that's tuning in now, once again, this is, this podcast, Talk It Out with your girl, Starr B and Ronju.
Yes.
And we're talking about marriage, and is marriage concept different now in 2020 than it was back in the day? Our grandparents and our great-grandparents, they got married, they was married for 30 years, sleeping in separate bedrooms, doing their own thing, and they made it work for 30-something years. And now, in 2020, it's people out here that don't want to get married, that don't want to sign a paper because they know they might risk their spouse running off with their hand or whatever. And, it's a little different. I believe that marriage is one of my deals. Like, if I meet a guy and he's not talking about marriage, I don't know if I can see myself pursuing him in any way because I know what I want.
And my deal breaker is if he's pushing marriage, I damn near don't want to be with him because I don't want that. That's not in my trajectory right now. That is not in my path. I can dedicate myself to a person and I can even have a ceremony, but do I want to ever get married again? Right now, the big answer is no. But,
And she just keeps
never say never, but right now, I've been there, done that. So
all the women in my life right now and the men, could y'all comment on what y'all believe that marriage is?
Anybody else want to join my live on IG? Come on, I put your request in so I can bring you up.
So this
thing.
So Brain also said the thing, a lot of women stayed for a long time because they didn't have the money to be on their own. Now that we're in 2020, women are bosses.
Exactly. And
I understand that, yes. Yes, women are bosses.
That's what I said earlier. I feel like that's the reason why I don't get married is because it has to really be, I have to have a real benefit. Like if I'm really not getting, love is not enough of a benefit to me for me to get married. I don't know. What were you saying, Shocky?
I heard you guys say something to the effect of women are bosses. And
yes, Ron too.
I'm inclined to agree with that. But my question would be is, there's nothing wrong with being a boss or being in charge or whatever, or being an alpha female. I've heard all these terms and things like that. But from my belief and my standpoint of absoluteness, for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So if you're a boss, what are you actually attracting to that boss, to that realm of bossing? Because in all reality, you're not going to be able to attract a boss by being one. You understand what I mean? So in a lot of ways, if you're looking for relationships and things like that, you're not really going to find.
Why would you not attract another boss?
Right.
I will attract you. You will attract anything, and it's up to you to use your discernment to see who really is truly
exactly
if he's on the level as you or above or less. It's
exactly.
Well, that's true too, but by and large, you're gonna attract the man that wants to be taken care of.
Exactly, and I don't want to take care of no man, and that's the issue. Yeah.
And like you said, and I believe, if I'm attracting what I want. You know what I mean? Honestly, like you said, women are bosses. Meaning, when I say bosses, meaning like women are so much more independent now than we were back in the day. We was
we're housewives taking care of the children.
When I said
that's when she says it. That's when she said. Cause I saw somebody comment and said niggas bosses too. We not shutting y'all down on what y'all have accomplished, men.
Yeah, men, right.
Us, the women, we've changed over the years.
So maybe it's another reason why women don't want to.
I'm sorry?
I think women have had to change considering the dynamics that have changed in our society.
Yeah.
I think in a lot of cases, women have had to somehow become a little more independent and a little more fierce when it comes to raising a household because we haven't been there. But at the same token, a lot of women have kind of lost sight of what it is to be a leader of a household in the realms that they're holding now. Because just because you can pay for a child and maintain a child don't mean you can raise a child. You understand? Because if you're making more money, you're more educated and all that stuff, you can provide more trinkets and PlayStations and a better place to live and maybe a better quality of life living wise. But we're seeing every day that there are a lot of these
mean, I think there's children that's not being raised properly on both ends, and you can't completely blame the woman if she has to step up and be the single parent. That's. I'm just saying, if the woman has to step up and be the parent, and that's all that's left, then the man is at fault too for leaving in the first place.
Exactly.
You know, so
A lot of times we leave. Because, like I said, with our history with the court systems and with the government, we don't want to stick around because it's not good news for us.
I get that, but you made the choice to leave, and you can't now get mad at the woman for picking up the.
Let me give you a statistic.
Mm-hmm.
Child support and child custody are two separate issues in the courts. Correct? Everybody that's stepping on child support or whatever, they know that. But 9 times out of 10, with our history with the court system, we're not coming to child custody court after child support. We're not coming there because in our reality, we already know we're not going to be hurt.
I'm sorry.
By the law.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that. You know, that's another topic for another day for us as society.
So
and men, they know child support, but I feel like
women are weaponizing the court system.
And look, we are going to have that talk too about the weaponizing of the court, because I do agree with that, and I have a guest that can speak on that. Okay. That I will bring up on that, and so I just didn't want to trail off too much on that, but I do agree with that. I do think that the courts has been weaponized. I'm a product of that, and I've seen that. So I definitely agree.
he's not taking accountability.
You said what?
He's not taking accountability.
Oh, somebody said you're not taking accountability for your ish as the man.
Right, but what man wouldn't be able to take accountability? Let's say, for instance, if a man wants to see his son, listen to this one. Are you guys familiar with an unalienable right? Do you know what that is? That's a right that you can't be alienated from.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, DNA is unalienable. You can't alienate me from my DNA.
Yeah.
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But by and large, when two people mate in our communities and the relationship doesn't work, 9 times out of 10, the female says, "My child." And when the police comes, when the police come, police are not judges.
See, so we back on that again. We back on a. We gonna get to that. Let's stick with the marriage part.
Mr. 757 said, sometimes your men just have to stop making excuses, come together and do what we have to do.
Yes.
So I understand that, and I really get that part.
What
Brand said, if it's 2020, if you want to see your son take him to court, put in work. That's not an excuse. It's not an excuse for me either. Yeah.
Me neither.
Like, yeah, society now, every man feel like once the woman take him to court, it's like, well, all right,
well, F it.
let
her take care of it.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna go through all that. She can have the baby instead of fighting for their son. Mm-hmm. See, men need to know they have their rights just as well as a woman have her rights.
I had to fight. I remember my dad going, the daughter's father tried to take me to CPS stuff, man. That was the crazy thing. I had to fight for my children.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I did. So I've been the victim of the court system from a man to me, but I fought and I won.
I never had experience with that, so my ex and I are very, very good friends. Our children are products of
We are now too. We went through our little stuff. I think it's at the beginning. It's to transfer over into that and to get out of those. Yeah. But right now we're very good. We're friends. We're cool. So what other question you got?
Oh, so another question would be, okay, so do people believe that when they have a baby, do they automatically believe that, with financial, like y'all in financial togetherness, y'all been, maybe boyfriend and girlfriend for a while, y'all had a baby. Do you believe that marriage is the next step? Like, it should automatically happen because you have a baby with somebody?
No, I think marriage should have been the first step before you make that irresponsible move.
Oh, you saying you should have been married first before you even had a child?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because in our reality, you have to, and I think that's what, like I said, that's what we're kind of dropping the ball at as a community. We're giving so many husband and wife privileges to boyfriend and girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the relationship doesn't work,
might get back on.
The male or the female has no responsibility to whatever's going on because there is no commitment there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then you got to think about the history of what our culture is when it comes to marriage.
So you think that if you get married first, that's the one. If you get married first, that's going to solidify that you're still everything is going to work out.
Well, it's not, that doesn't mean that it's going to work out, but it means that you've actually made the commitment to do the other things.
Thank you all for tuning in. Next week we're going to have our new episode and everything else. It's going to be nice hot topics.
Yes.
You'll see. So make sure you follow us and always remember to talk it out.